Okay, so since last episode, quite a lot has happened. We've now practically finished pre-season. We are one day away, or like I can literally start the first Premier League game against Crystal Palace. And as you can see, during pre-season we only lost one game, which isn't too bad. I ended up delegating the games to my assistant manager, and turns out all the games that I'm not in charge of, we don't lose. But yeah, that's how the games went. Originally, I only had these four games in the schedule, and I ended up um, arranging the friendlies against Southampton and Brentford myself. And other than that, we've made a lot of transfers. We ended up selling. I can go transfer history. I ended up selling Daniel Podence for 9.25 million to Real Sociedad. We ended up selling this centre back, or centre back that can play left back, to Levante for 2.3 million. And we sold Adama Traore to West Ham, which isn't great because he stayed in the same league, but I mean, we got 20 million for him when he had 1 year left in his contract, and he wasn't gonna sign a new contract. No other teams were willing to come in for him other than like Inter Milan and Roma, and they both bid 11 million, which was just way too low. 20 million is still like really low, but for a player with 1 year left in his contract, I don't think it's terrible. We ended up signing Andreas Sheldrup. I probably butchered that, but he is one of the best Wonderkids on this year's game so far, like 100%. His stats are pretty insane. I ended up buying him for 5.75 million, and he's going to be my starting left wing the entire season unless he gets injured. But yeah, he's definitely a future star, and I think he should be. Should be quite decent right now, hopefully. But yeah, so we signed him as my left wing. I can go into tactics here just to make it easier. One of the key things that we highlighted during last episode was that we have no squad depth at all. We actually had like no midfielders as backup other than this guy who is terrible. So we ended up buying. Oh yeah, so I'll show you my club vision quickly. The board want me to sign Portuguese players. It's like a philosophy for some reason here. I know in real life they have links with Jorge Mendes, I believe it is. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that super agent they've got links with, and he's the reason they sign most of the Portuguese players. They have Chinese owners, I'm pretty sure. So I don't know why they the whole vision is to sign Portuguese players. I thought it was literally only because they have good links with Jorge Mendes. But yeah, so we signed a backup for João Moutinho, which is this guy, Dario Essegu, from Sporting Lisbon for 2.5 million, and he's got extremely high potential in this game. I'm pretty sure this guy is our backup for Matheus Nunes. This guy has a lot of room to grow, but I only ended up having around like 20 million to sign like 5 players, so it's very much just getting who I could get from Portugal for a very cheap price, or just what I had really. But we ended up signing this guy for 2.8 million from Benfica. Yeah, like I said, he's going to be my backup advanced playmaker, and he's definitely also one for the future. He's got very high potential. My backup for Ruben Neves, who I ended up giving a new contract. He had a 2-year contract at the start of the save that ran out in 2024. We ended up giving him a new 5-year contract, which is 87k a week, which I don't think is bad at all for a player of his quality. And I think he's the captain, right? Or at least he's a very important player in the dressing room, so I think it's completely fine that we gave him that contract. I ended up giving Moutinho a 3-year contract. I thought it was 2 with an extension, but yeah, I guess it's 3. Which I don't really mind because I really like Moutinho in real life, and at the moment we don't have any money for a backup, so I think it's completely fine. But yeah, so my backup for Ruben Neves is Lucas Bergwall. He's another Wonderkid in this year's game. I actually have him in my Fiorentina save. He's become pretty decent in that save within the first season as well. It's a very high potential. I ended up buying him for 250k, which is mainly why he's extremely cheap for a player that becomes extremely good. I think he's one that most people should pick up in their saves. As long as you scout him before you buy him, obviously, because in some saves his potential ability will fluctuate. In both the saves that I bought him so far, his potential is extremely high, but maybe he just won't be in yours, right? But for 250k, he's just a bargain. We ended up signing a backup goalkeeper because my current goalkeeper is just terrible. So I signed another Portuguese player called Andre Gomes from Benfica as well for 3 million. And yet again, this kid's potential is extremely high, but right now he's nowhere near ready. And that's why he's going to be a backup. But yeah, I mean, another cheap player whose potential is extremely high, and he fits the club's vision. Other than that, we signed a backup left back because we don't have any backup left backs, I'm pretty sure. We signed this guy. I'm not going to try and pronounce his first name, but his last name is Munoz. And I mean, he's decent all around, right? His stats aren't too bad. And signed him for 5.5 million from Real Sociedad. And I think he's not bad for a backup. I think it's completely fine. Other than that, yeah, so we sold Pedence, we sold Adama Traore. We then had a little bit more money left over, so I signed this right back, who's another one for the future, from Porto for 2.4 million, which I think is another bargain. But yeah, he's 16 years old, so he's, yeah, again, one for the future. And we signed Emre Tezgul because we have two very aging strikers. We have Diego Costa, who's 33, on a 1-year contract, and we have Raul Jimenez, who's 31, with a 2-year contract. I might end up giving Jimenez another contract next season. I don't have the money yet in this save. But yeah, next season the idea is to play Fabio Silva as backup, because in this save he's pretty insane. And Jimenez will be back up, Diego Costa will probably have left by then, and Tezgul will be my third backup. But yeah, I signed this guy for 7 million, and his potential is extremely high as well. I'm probably going to loan him out in a couple of seasons maybe, because I'm actually unable to right now. Yeah. Other than that, so that's all the signings we made. Don't have any money left really. Oh yeah, okay, something I wanted to do quickly was add 21s. Wait, I wonder if okay, they're already in it. Emre Tezgul and who's the other one? Martin Fernandez? This guy, okay. So they're already both in the units, which is nice. I think that's everything. Right, seems like we are ready to go into the first game of the season, maybe? Don't think there's anything else to do. Okay, let's do it. Our first game of the season against Crystal Palace. The fans and the board expect a draw, and I mean, I'm hoping we at least get a point out of this game. Usually all the time I just press left on that because it's always the positive option, I'm pretty sure. TV, do comprehensive highlights. Do that, yeah. Next season as well we have Charlie Cresswell joining, who will be my probably starting centre back unless I decide to buy someone else. But yeah, he'll be starting next season ahead of Kilman, I'm pretty sure, who is deemed to be a squad player currently, so hopefully he's not that bad. I mean, he shouldn't be, but yeah, we'll be looking to improve him next year. Okay. Something I didn't realise as well, that in real life Wolves have the least goals scored in the Premier League, which I know that's been like kind of their problem for the last few years. Just they've just been incapable of just consistently scoring goals. Okay, as I score, is he offside? Okay, first goal of the season and it's already offside, I think. But yeah, anyway, Pedro Neto and Daniel Pedence have never really been like consistent goal scorers. Okay, it counts, nice. Raul Jimenez I thought was quite decent when in his first season when he first joined. I think he's a very good player, very decent, but since what David Luiz did to him and since he come back from that, he hasn't really been the same at all. It's not really his fault, obviously, right? But yeah, this team kind of lacks goals in real life anyway. Skip this quickly. So that's something that we're going to have to address in this save. That's something I'm 100% looking to do going forward. Is just either sign another striker next year, or I mean, I'm hoping Fabio Silva is going to be good. His potential is extremely high, so. No, why did he shoot? He should have played the free ball back to Jimenez. No. Okay, that's a good ball. What is he doing? Ah, we could have done more with that. I'm intrigued to see how Matheus Nunes does in this save. I actually never heard of him before Wolves signed him. I don't really follow the Portuguese league at all, but I know he's extremely highly rated, so I'm hoping that he's going to be good in this save. I feel like we have a very creative midfield. I'm not sure how good it is defensively. I know that Ruben Neves works extremely hard, so I don't really question his how much he'll run, but I don't know how good he is yet defensively. Same with João Moutinho as well. Like when I see Ruben Neves and João Moutinho and Matheus Nunes, I'm feeling like it's extremely creative, but yeah, I don't know how good it will be defensively. Okay, that's a nice ball from Schlaudrup. Ah, yeah, that wasn't a great finish. Nice. That. No way, they're calling both goals for offside. What is this? Is the referee being paid or something? Preying on my downfall. It's been given as. Okay, these refs are a bit sus. Got 2 goals and both times these refs have been questioning it. I mean, I don't even think he's close to being offside, so I don't know what the score is. Maybe I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like it was even close. I want to see the line. Yeah, like what? He wasn't even close to being offside and they're trying to call that. Nah. Praise him. Ooh. I'm 40 minutes into the season and we scored 2 goals, which is a quarter of Wolves' goals that they've actually scored in real life in like 15 games. I'll show you how bad it actually is for him. That's shocking. That's actually really shocking. That's the 1 and 2 as well. Okay, what is this football we're playing? Oh! Okay, it's 3-0. What is going on? That was a really nice ball. I mean, we're just playing nice football. Wait, they have Decore. I wonder if that's... Okay, check Decore. Wasn't sure if maybe in this save they'd bought Abdoulaye Doucouré from. Is he still at Everton? I'm pretty sure he's still at Everton. I don't think he plays much though. I know Iwobi's been like extremely good for them this season. Even though they've now gone in a bit of a rut as well, they're like nearly in the relegation zone. I think they're 16th or 17th. They're not doing great. I know they started the season really well, but I don't really follow Everton, so I don't know what's been going on with them. I assume it's like a lack of goals again, even though they were terribly defensively last year, but I'm not sure whether that's been improved this year. I think it has been. Pretty sure that, yeah, they didn't concede a goal for a while, where it was just a very low amount of goals. I don't know if Calvert-Lewin's been injured or what's been happening with them. Okay, what was that shot? I think I roll him in as a pressing forward in this. I think he's quite decent at it, I'm not sure. Not sure at 31 how much he's got left in him, but I mean that's not too old I guess, right? But it's definitely getting there. That was a nice header, and that was a terrible pass. Okay, Kilman. Okay, good. What the? Wait, how is he offside? With the one that played the pass to him, he's offside. That's kind of funny. I mean, we definitely play around the back quite nicely. That wasn't great. Okay, we got it. What's going on with Crystal Palace? I didn't expect to be 3-0 up. I thought this would be a closer game, as long as they don't come out in the second half. I've had that quite a lot on had a Brighton save, and yeah, I've still got that Fiorentina save. And some games we'd be like 3-0 up like this in the first half, and they'd end up winning like 4-3 in the second half. Just like, I mean, I'm hoping this doesn't happen here. It seems like that actually happened a few times. What was that? Who was that? What the hell? I wonder how good Odsonne Edouard is in this game. I know a couple of years back he was actually quite decent when he was still at Celtic, but he hasn't really done much since he just got into the Prem, so I doubt his at least his card like FIFA, but his stats are that great, or his potential ability, I guess. Okay, Zaha's gone down injured. That's kind of good for us. It looks like he pulled knee ligaments. Yeah, that's not great for them. Their best player's gone out with like an ACL to start the season. not bad. I mean, that was a perfect first half. You're doing brilliantly, keep going. I guess it's 3-0 half time. Please don't, like, first game of the season, surely I don't get football managered already, right? This should just be a win. Probably just jinxed it. Yeah, okay. Okay, so yellow, good. Yeah. I don't know what it, I know that's only like one instance, right, where they've had a counter attack, but I don't know what it is in this game, right? The second half just always goes the other way. Okay, my right back's at left wing. I don't know what the... Okay, man, Ruben Neves, are we working on shooting training or what? He's done it like 4 times. I just realised the stats! They haven't even had a shot yet! No. Okay, good. Still quite dangerous. Okay, good. That's a good attempted ball, I like that. Okay. No, what was that, man? I'm gonna try and get a couple of my youngsters on around the 65th minute. Being 3-0 up, I feel like I can trust playing them for sure. A lot of them like really experienced, inexperienced, I mean. So starting these kind of games is definitely not optimal, not yet. But if I can keep giving them minutes and they develop a lot faster. I found in previous years of the game that doing that kind of thing where you just give youngsters 30 minutes of game time in a higher tier of football instead of loaning them out and them starting like practically the entire season, like League One or the Championship, sorry. Players tend to develop better, or at least that's my personal experience. That's why I've kind of kept these players around, and the fact that I needed depth as well. But I tend to do that in other saves. I keep like 17 to 18 year olds around and just keep them as squad players and just develop them if they have insane potential. And they always end up doing fine after like 3 or 4 months or halfway throughout the season. They end up like performing completely fine in the first team. At least that Lucas Bergvall did in my Fiorentina save. And I think a few others did as well, but that's the only one I can remember right now. Even like that, I have Andreas Sheldrup as well. Don't know if that's how you pronounce his name, but I have him in my Fiorentina save as well, and he missed that. And he's been doing fine in that save as well. Might make a few subs. Do that for now. Do I have a backup right back? Not on the bench. It's not great. That's a good ball. That's what I mean about the creativity in the midfield. I feel like I could probably even play João Moutinho as a deep line playmaker rather than a ball-in midfielder, but maybe I'll try that later on down the line. Because I mean, what's the point in changing it if it's working at the moment? I might even... do I sub on... yeah, I might just give another youngster some minutes as well. Get this guy on. Pretty sure he's the best of my youngsters as well currently. Their current ability. That Lucas Bergvall looks quite tall. Don't actually know how tall he is, I haven't looked, but he looks quite decent now. Compared to, I mean, I suppose João Moutinho is tiny actually, to be fair. Man, Raul Jimenez, what are you doing? What was that? That's okay, that's good. What is going on, man? Oh, that's probably a penalty, isn't it? Okay, never mind. We paid the refs off. I might bring on Pedro Neto as well. It's really nice that you can have 5 subs this year now. In the beta, I'm pretty sure I had a lot of bugs as well, where some games I could only make like 3 subs, some games randomly 4. Maybe like unless I'm unaware of like the rules, but it was completely random as well. It was always in the league. It's not like it was like FA Cup or Carabao Cup where. Like, it's like, okay, you can make 3 subs in those games, but in Premier League you can make 5. They were all Premier League games, and some games I could make 5, some games I could only make 3. And like, when I'd make 3 like relatively early, around the 60th, thinking that I'd still have 2 subs left, and then I just wouldn't, and players would just like die from exhaustion, I guess, and it wasn't great. I'm hoping I won't experience that in this save. That was a terrible pass. That's a good ball. Whoa, that was unlucky. That was quite nice. I mean, that's a perfect first game, 3-0. Didn't even concede a goal. Allowed the other team 1 shot on target. An XG of 3.36. Yeah, I mean, that's a really good first game. I mean, do I just send the save here? We're already second in the league. That's a really good first game for sure. I always just send assistant to that kind of thing. Next game's against Everton. Oh, whoops. I'm going to just send to the next game. The World Cup starts in 5 days as well from the time of this recording, which is pretty crazy to be honest. Qatar against Ecuador in the first game. I kind of expect Ecuador to win that. I don't even know what their team's like anymore. But I mean, I assume Ecuador are definitely better than Qatar. Then we've got England playing Iran. I'd like to think that we win that. But I mean, we've been terrible in the Nations League. And I mean, a lot of teams, other teams have been terrible lately, so I'm not too fussed. Senegal versus Netherlands is a pretty big game though. Senegal shouldn't be underestimated at all. I'd even say they're probably favourites for that, in my opinion. I think they're really good. I think they just got to the African Cup of Nations final, I'm pretty sure, against Egypt. I know they lost, I think. Or if not, then I mean, they won, obviously. But I think they got to the quarter-final of the last World Cup, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, winning or coming runners-up in the African Cup of Nations. It's definitely pretty good. Then you got the US versus Wales. Don't actually know who wins that. I think that's a pretty close game. I know the US have a lot of talented youngsters with a lot of potential, but I don't know how good they are right now. But I don't think Wales are that great, to be fair. I mean, it's just Gareth Bale and Aaron Ramsey, and a lot of like Championship or just pretty average Prem players. Got Argentina versus Saudi Arabia. I mean, Argentina should win that. Denmark versus Tunisia. I'm gonna say Denmark for that. You got Mexico versus Poland, which I think is gonna be a pretty close game. France versus Australia as well. I think that was in like the last World Cup. They're in the same group. I think it's like France, Australia, Denmark. I'm really hoping nobody's got injured. Liverpool beat Brighton 6-0 in the opening day of the season. What the? Nottingham Forest lost 7 to Man City. Flippin' out. Slowed up doing the team of the week already. We're gonna scout Hendrick. I'm gonna see if I can get him next season, but or the start of like the summer. But yeah, I doubt it. I think I tried to in one of my other saves, and he just said no. So what did I sell him? Was it a loan? I don't know. Is it a loan? Okay, it's like 1 mil. I mean, either way, it's a player that I didn't want at all, so I'm not really too bothered about that. The board also expect us to draw this game as well. I feel like we should be like favourites against Everton. Unless I'm wrong. But I mean, after their performance last year, I kind of think that we'd be favourites in this game. Especially compared to like Crystal Palace. I think Crystal Palace like mid-table last year and Everton barely survived. I'm kind of surprised that the expectations are the exact same. But yeah, I'm gonna play this game. I'm just gonna quickly save this, and then play this game, and then probably end the video there because it'll be quite long at that stage. Their team's quite good for the future. Amadou Onana's quite good. James Garner, Dwight McNeil, Anthony Gordon. I don't know why they got Neil Mapai. Seamus Coleman's getting old. I'm surprised they're not starting that Patterson at right back. Yeah, I don't think their team's that bad. Okay, let's see how this goes. We're away to Everton. Can you play now? Okay, there is a 4 at the back. I was just wondering why Schlaudrup was marking their winger to start with. I thought that they were playing like 3 at the back, so he was pinned back a bit, but I don't know why he was so far back to start the game. Okay, this is nice. Okay. Raul Jimenez has gone down injured already. Is he actually... that's not great. We don't play up front. I might... Let's just press him up. Okay. Work rate 16. I will probably play him up front. Even though Diego Costa's probably a better player, I think 16 work rate for a pressing forward is quite nice. I think we'll probably get more goals from our wingers from this system as well, rather than a striker. So relied in points on him isn't as high. But obviously we do want him to score some goals, not do a Lacazette last year where he scored like 4 the entire season. That was great. Okay, that was a good tackle. Yeah, João Moutinho in this position is going to be really good in this save, I think. It's going to be really nice. Ah, great. He's just been pinging balls left and right. He's not even on like deep line playmaker or anything. He's on ball in midfielder and it's just distribution because he's in the pocket of space. It's really nice. At least so far. I mean, we're only one game and 15 minutes in, but he's been distributing a lot of nice passes. Mostly out to the wingers as well, or just balls in behind. Oh, what was that? Okay, thank God. Don't know what that finish was. Why is my right back taking throwing to left wing? That's something I'll need to address in the tactics page at some stage. Just not yet. Like what? Okay, I must have actually turned that on myself. I've got to sort out at some point. No idea why he's doing that. As long as someone's covering him, I guess it's not bad, right? But it's just is somebody covering him. Okay, that's an interesting ball. You could have played that to the right. That was a foul, right? Yeah. Doesn't mean a great first half for either team, to be fair. Oh. I mean, he got power behind it. It wasn't a great directed shot there. Good interception, and Collins has lost it for the second time this game. I don't know how he kept the ball there. This is some nice football. Okay, that wasn't bad. Need some more of that though. I mean, to be fair, both teams here that has been pretty terrible first half. Right, tell them to get their shit together. We're doing absolutely nothing. I mean, we're basically doing what Crystal Palace did last game, but we just haven't conceded 3. Okay, that's a really good ball again from João Moutinho. That's such a nice... What a goal. Praising him for that. Don't know how he's on a 6.5 when he's been doing passes like that. I want to see that pass again. I mean, look at that. What a pass, man. Yeah, we have an XG of 0.27. At least that's what it just showed right there. And we have a goal. Hwangi Chan's come on, he's got a 6.4 rating. Yeah, it's not great, not really what I want. Don't know what subs I'm gonna make this game. I guess Ruben Neves isn't playing well at all. I feel like the game is so close though that I don't really want to bring on youngsters for that, but I might just do it. I think it's a bit risky, but yeah, I might just do it. To be fair, actually, we have Man City after this. I kind of need to just win this game, so I'm gonna keep them on for as long as I can. I might see if I can do like a Demond Moore and Neves, if that makes him makes him do a bit more. Wanky Chance actually got rated 6.3. Mate, do I actually just sub off? Ah, that's a really good ball. I think he was offside. Really well defended. In the end, anyway. Yeah, I really like João Moutinho at this position. I might sub off Nunes, Neves I mean. I mean even Nunes is apparently playing well. I should do that. Sod it. I mean it's a lot of faith to put in the youngsters when you're only 1-0 up, but I mean hopefully we don't concede from it. Or just midfield getting dominated. He's knackered. Don't know what's going on. Oh, okay, what a terrible shot. I might actually just sub off Wangi Chan, not gonna lie, he's been terrible. Okay, I can't make any more subs. That's what I mean, I only made 4 this game, right? Like last game I was allowed 5, this game I only allowed 4. Is there like a limit or something that I don't know about? I don't really understand the rules. Like why last game I was allowed 5 in the opening game against Crystal Palace, and this game I'm only allowed 4. Okay, that's a good save. Was it because Raul Jimenez went off injured, so I got like a bonus one for injury? Wait, no, that was this game. What am I on about? Yes, in that case I don't even know then. It doesn't make any sense to me. Or at least I just don't know the reason why. That's a really good ball. Surely, okay, that's... Why 3 out of the 4 goals we've scored? Like, every goal's they're trying to take away. They gave it again. Now these refs are so dodgy. Why is every single goal going to like VAR? It's not. That wasn't even close either. Why is it doing this? It's like a bug or something. I want to see how close this was to being offside. Yeah, like he's nowhere near. I don't know, man. That's so weird. was a good tackle. Nah, okay, that's a really good save. I'm not sure if that was going in or going over, but Gonzalez, who's that? That can't be like Nico Gonzalez from Fiorentina, can it? At Everton. Okay, was that a shot? What was that? I mean, there's certain people we need to just tell not to shoot, I think. Like Neves, I mean, Neves is kind of nuts at scoring screamers in real life, but in this game, that was a pen, was it not? But in this game so far, he's just been booting it everywhere, and 8-0 he can't shoot as well. Nice, that's a 2-0 win. I mean, we had better XG than them, but we didn't deserve to score 2 goals. Okay, Huang Hee-chan ended up with a 7 rating after being at 6.2 for most of the game. But yeah, I mean, that was a pretty good start to the season, 2 wins out of 2. We have Man City next, which, I mean, I'm expecting to be a loss. But, I mean, starting the season this way is definitely good. And this is where I'm going to end the video, because I think the video is probably like pretty long now. Yeah, it's 51 minutes. So yeah, in this episode we showed all the transfers that I made, and started the season, the opening 2 games with wins. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe please, if you're enjoying the content. And I will keep making these videos and enjoy making them.